Straight up.
I want to ask you this real quick since you up here, man. What the hell is going on in the Bay right now? The Bay has always been active, dog, but now it just seems like it's extra out up there.
That's the bipping shit. They just doing hella bipping. They just doing hella robbing cars and shit like
Explain
that.
what the bipping shit is for the people that may not know.
Just breaking in the cars. They break into the window of the car. You know, they got the motherfucking little like that come in the Ferrari. You could break the window to get out the Ferrari. You can hit the window. So everybody got those, and they hitting windows. It's silent. They break into the motherfucking car, dive in the window so the alarm don't go off. Dive in the window, grab all the shit, and dip out without opening the door or the alarm going off. So, yeah, that's the new hustle out there for the youngsters, man, bipping. It's called bipping. They break the window, and, man, they posted by the airport. You know what I mean? Oakland Airport by the gas station. As soon as you come from the fucking rent-a-car spot or the airport with all your luggage and shit, they own you. They grabbing your luggage, and they doing what they want, too. So,
and there's a whole bunch of homeless people up there now, too.
It's homeless people everywhere, but that's a new hustle for the youngsters. They bipping, period. That's their whole shit. So the thing in Oakland, man, you just better Uber everywhere. Don't drive your shit. If you do, leave your windows open. That's the whole thing. Niggas just roll all their windows down and take their shit.
Don't put nothing in your car. Just keep your windows down.
I don't keep shit in my car, no way.
That's what people do, just have their windows down.
I want to go back to the homeless shit, though. You right, Yuck, there's always been homeless people in L.A. and Oakland, all these places, but it seems like it's more than ever now. It's more homeless motherfuckers.
Salute to Gavin Newsom.
It's just like, man, like
the mayors of these cities and the governor.
Because where I live at is a pretty cool city now, but I'm noticing on the main street now, this motherfuckers laying on bus benches and everything. I'm like, when did this shit start happening?
Forever, it's been happening. That's the problem. It's been happening.
This shit is crazy now, man.
That's why I don't be dealing with politics and all that shit, man. Because niggas can talk that shit and talk that shit and talk that shit and don't nothing change.
Nothing ever happened.
That's why I don't be dealing with politics, man.
Politics.
It's
they lie.
It's not for us. It's not for us to deal with. Now they'll tell you, motherfucker, you gotta make a difference and know this person and know that person and who's your councilman and who's your city leaders and all of that. But it sounds great. At the end of the day, man, I'm seeing shit like I saw 30 years ago. You
right,
get me?
The same shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but you know what, though? It's more spread out now because, like I said, when I first moved to the city I live in, it wasn't none of that shit. Clean, you feel what I'm saying? Now you seeing people walking down the street talking to themselves, man. I don't know what they doing with all the bread. We pay more taxes, man, out in this motherfucker. I don't have no idea what they do with the money because I feel like I don't benefit off of none of this shit. Man, you know I paid like damn near $50,000 in taxes, man.
Everybody, you did.
Yeah, and it's like
niggas is paying hundreds of thousands.
I don't know what the fuck they doing with the bread, bro. I don't know what they can't be on the
Remember
school.
the $24 billion just got lost.
Got lost.
Gavin Newsom lost $24 billion. That's unaccounted for. That was supposed to be for the infrastructure and the homeless. $24 billion.
Man, I think they
that shit disappeared.
The
they trying to do an audit on that nigga right now, man. They don't know where the money went. Like, come on, my nigga, shit like that.
That's crazy, man.
$24 billion disappeared, nigga, out to California. But that's why we going through this shit, man. Whatever they doing with our money, they ain't spending it on us, period. They're not. Like, if you look at, I think it's Tokyo or Japan, right? Mm-hmm. They homeless shit. They got a whole fucking city for the homeless. They got their own apartments and shit, everything. Like, it ain't nobody walking on the streets. We could do that. We sending billions of dollars to Ukraine and for shit that we ain't got nothing to do with. America want to save the day with everybody, but not save the day in America. And our tax dollars is paying for this shit.
Yeah, that's real shit, though.
Right? And then where's the other countries? Like, we going through all this homeless shit, all this shit going down in America. Like, what other countries? That's China. That's the only one that's giving us money. We got to salute to them. We owe them hella money. But other than that, nobody is giving us, like, come on, all the people we helping, Ukraine ain't never did nothing for us.
That's what's really tripping me out, man. And I'm looking, people been asking me who I'm gonna vote for, dog. I don't know if I'm voting for none of these motherfuckers. I might sit this one out.
Man,
dog.
did y'all look at the fucking debate? You see
Man,
the
that shit was crazy.
debate?
That shit was crazy.
That
man.
nigga
watch that shit.
I
Biden
know
was
they
many.
watched that
Oh
shit.
my,
Watch that
bro, you gotta watch this. This is the faith of America. You gotta watch this shit.
It's not gonna do anything though. Why?
It is
The faith of what?
the faith of
It's
a.
gonna do what for you? Watching
Man.
that shit, it's not gonna change shit. You and me as a motherfucking middle class nigga, we gonna still be right here doing what
Right.
we do.
I agree.
It's not gonna change shit.
I agree. I agree.
You feel me? Fuck them niggas.
it let you
can
know
put,
what-
you can put anybody you want to and vote for whoever you want to and make it there. It's gonna make changes for them like it's always has. You as a regular nigga who still gotta get up
Can't call
and
no
cook
shot.
a motherfucking hamburger or some shit and go put gas in your car and try to and come to the podcast and go on little shows and do all that shit. That shit ain't changing for
Right.
us, man.
Right.
For you are no nigga, man.
No, we gonna still
Now,
be
if
able
you
to
was
make our wiggle.
motherfucking- You was if you was motherfucking Frederick Douglass or somebody or motherfucking
No, let me
politician ass
land.
nigga, you might push some shit. But I'm talking about the regular niggas I know every day that wake up and still on the block hustling, and the regular niggas who ain't got a head because they won't give you and no opportunity, and niggas always talking about, oh, you can make a way and change whatever. How, nigga? I've been doing this shit for 30, 40 years, and ain't nothing beneficial for fucking me. You
Damn,
get
H,
me?
you just made me
Okay,
lose
so
all hope.
let me.
What
Can
you
I-
hoping?
You just made
What
me
are you
lose all
hoping?
hope.
What
Can
you
I-
hoping happen though? What
Okay,
are you
so-
hoping
Lose
happen?
all hope for better tomorrow.
Let me
For
ask
you as a regular nigga, what are you hoping for? Because it ain't happening before your ass die.
With them 30 years, my brother, let me ask you a question. This is why this one is so important, because we on the verge of World War III, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, we got other countries ganging up. They formed some shit called the BRICS. You know what I mean? That's Russia, China, like all the other
yeah.
countries. They going against America right now. And they think America is weak when we withdraw from Afghanistan, my nigga. So we're on the verge of World War III because you got the Ukraine, you got the small hats over there going at it with the the Middle East, and then you got China revving up for some shit, and you got Russia revving up. Like, come on, my nigga, like it's going down. We ain't had that type of pressure until this new administration came in. So when niggas could say something about the the Cheeto face, I ain't gonna say his name, Cheeto. You know what I mean? Trump.
You got
But at
you got pistols?
At the end of the
You got
day,
pistols?
at the end of the day,
There you
a
go.
pistol can't fuck with a bomb, and niggas dropping missiles, and niggas.
And that's what they gonna do. You can't stop
I'm
it.
just saying, but
all
we
this
ain't-
shit, like we hoping and wishing and man, please, look, if them motherfuckers
We
want
don't
do
need
it,
to be
they
on
gonna
World War
do it.
III. Everybody got nukes, my nigga. Like if somebody dropped,
and
if they did what we did to
official.
Hiroshima,
They
nigga,
give
to
a
America,
fuck about us sitting right here at this table about dropping a fucking nuke.
Hey,
No.
bro, they are making all the motherfucking rich niggas are building underground motherfucking houses,
Let
like
me ask you
underground
this.
bunkers right now,
Is
bro.
North Korea part of that coalition?
All that shit.
Are those people that continue to see countries that's against America?
The K is Korea.
They're not, are they?
The K is
That
Korea,
dude is
ain't it?
crazy over there. You know what, man? I heard.
What the K is for on bricks? Is it Korea? What's the K?
I don't know if they're. Let me see, man. I should.
See, yeah, dude. What is the K on bricks? I think it's Korea. What the? Oh, it's a C, but it's a. Oh, it's BRICS. It ain't no K. Okay. So it's China.
Okay, it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates.
Come on, my nigga. They mounting up on us, my
You know
nigga.
what, dog? Brazil ain't got no action. We wipe their little shit off the map. India, we'll fuck them niggas up.
Nigga, you gonna have Indians mad at your motherfucking ass. You
India-
talking about you gonna fuck some Indians up? You gonna do this? Nigga, you just on one tonight, huh?
telling you as a
You gonna have a gang of Indian people outside your house tomorrow, picketing like a motherfucker. This motherfucker from the Gangster Chronicles said he'll fuck us up.
I didn't say this. I'm talking about America versus.
You a part of America, nigga. You sitting up talking about, yeah, we'll fuck them, but you said we, nigga. You riding for the red, white, and blue, motherfucker.
I live over here. Shit.
Shit.
You know what, though, man? This is dangerous, bro. This is dangerous. You know what? Have you ever noticed when you go overseas, man, that Americans is the most hated motherfuckers in the world? We supply all the culture to the world, but motherfuckers don't like
They love
us.
me when I go overseas.
I go to,
I'm not talking about.
I go to spots where they love us.
I'm not talking about that. We do get love for our culture over there, but I'm talking about as far as the political structure.
That's why I said stop fucking with politics. You're
Stop
not a
going to
politician.
stop going to where they don't like you.
You're not a politician.
I go to where they fuck
You're a
with.
podcaster. We not
I don't try to be no
politicians.
politicians.
Fuck that shit. Leave that shit to the motherfuckers who been fucking
So
it
you're
up
not running
for
for mayor.
decades.
You're not running for Mayor Compton no more.
Because you know why? It's motherfuckers are always going to be not satisfied with what
I
politicians.
think A would be a hell of a
Because it's
motherfucker.
always you'd have to be a straight up direct motherfucker. You get me? And it's not a lot of motherfucking cats cut like that. They always have a hidden agenda. Me, I won't have no hidden agenda. What they need? Potholes fixed? Here, give them the money for that. I ain't gonna go, oh yeah, we got 50,000 to fix the potholes. Let me see if I can take about 20 of this shit and do it somewhere and slide. Just get the motherfuckers what they request, man, and it wouldn't be no motherfucking problems. You wouldn't have no
The problem
issues.
is everybody go in and promise the same shit though, right?
Facts. I think they lie like a motherfucker.
And they never deliver on it because
They
they
lie.
can't deliver on it. To
Well,
be
I gotta
honest with
sell
you,
you a dream, man. I
be
gotta
honest
sell
with you,
you.
it don't matter who the
You gotta
president
vote
is.
me in, man.
Right.
It ain't just like I can pay whatever some motherfuckers do, but you as the people, y'all gotta vote me in. So I gotta, oh man, I'm gonna do this for you, and I'm gonna do this. I'm telling you, put me in that motherfucker and watch me do some shit for you. And you look up 2 years later and you be like, this motherfucker ain't done a
Shit got
goddamn
done
thing
yet.
for me. That shit happens like this, man.
Every time.
Fuck that shit.
hey, real quick, you been keeping up with that Young Thug trial?
Oh man, he about to beat that.
Yeah, he about to get out. That shit seem like it's been going on for 3 years already.
Right? And that, man, motherfuckers is forgetting their testimonies and shit. Like, they niggas, hey, man, they firing motherfuckers, they arresting lawyers and shit. It's going down, man. He about to come home, man. That shit is a shit show.
I ain't been following.
I know your ass ain't been
Yeah, I ain't
following
been
it, man.
That shit is shit show, man. He about to come home, man.
You know what have you noticed, man, that there's been a gang of teachers been getting caught that's been fucking with students? I'm talking about women.
Yo.
Gang of who?
A gang of teachers been getting caught. Man, edit that shit out, Brian, but these teachers and shit, man. What the fuck is going on?
Yo, motherfucker.
Bro, I have no clue, man.
I'm wondering why these little niggas is telling, man, because some of these
Who telling? They did. I think they got caught. Who would tell on that?
man, the little niggas
Mess
talking
with
too
you.
much.
You had your little teacher back in the day still.
Yo, no, I ain't had that.
Look how he put his motherfucking head down when he said it.
Yeah, he had him in school. He had him
You
teaching.
say you edited all that shit out? Hell no, we not gonna talk about that. That's kind of off the record. The show, let me go on and do the outro. This shit over.
Yeah, because this motherfucker.
Yeah, that boy going crazy with it. Gangster Chronicles. He
Yes,
can't
sir.
talk about that.
You know what? Shout out to the homie, man, Anthony, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check his comedy routine out, man. He out there doing his motherfucking 1-2.
Yeah. I've been peeping the homie out on stage at the little comedy shows and shit.
He out there doing his shit now, man.
Moving around too.
He
Shit.
out there doing his shit out. And we ain't had no other microphone night. I had my boy Chris come on. Actually, Chris, come over here and say some
Yeah,
shit.
I could get out the way.
That's what we do, but we got something in the works, man. I think people are gonna enjoy it. What we trying to put together, man. So that's official.
Yeah, it's gonna be the shit. Chris, you like the man with the low rider shit with the dunks and all that shit now?
I don't really mess with the dunks like that. 58 through 68 Impala. When I was a little boy, 12 years old to be real, people always ask, like, where did that come from? Because, we played ball. That's what we did. And when I seen Boys in the Hood the first time, it was a wrap. Like, when I seen, the people in my neighborhood had the cars. They had the Impalas. But when I seen, for the first time, that gold tray that Cube had, it was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I wanted. So, back then there wasn't no Yahoo. There wasn't none of that. So, I just researched, and did it on my own. I used to ride my bike. Me and my boys get on our bike. We didn't have no money. And back then, they would throw them little advertisers on the porch. And I would ride to wherever I could find a car at. You know what I'm saying? The cars would be back in the day like $2,500, $3,000. And I didn't have no money in the but that's what I wanted to do. So, you know, all them years I was like, you know, when I got older, I was gonna do a business that was nothing but Impalas. And people used to laugh about that shit. They like, man, you think you can really build a business just based off Impalas? And now, you know, like it was never really an intention only about money. It's just what I love. But now these cars going for, you know, a cheap one, 150, 250, 350. You know, you can do a 59 for 350, 450,000.
Have you did the shit in Japan?
I see.
The Japan motherfuckers come over here and spend some bread on them Impalas, the low riders, because they ride them out there. You know, like China, the whole Asia is very influenced by the West Coast shit.
Yeah.
So they ride the lows and the old school. They come out here and spend bread, period.
Absolutely. And you know, we got a shop in Florida, and it's grown and it's got further than anybody could ever, you know, imagine. At this point, you know, we now have the largest Chevy Impala restoration shop, you know, arguably in the world. It's a 20,000 square foot facility. So I'm announcing right here on the show tonight. I haven't told anybody, but we've officially moved to the new facility April 15th. So it's a 20,000 square foot facility. You know, we're doing a 5,000 square foot indoor sales floor. So we're going to bring back a lot of the cars that, you know, we grew up with in the movies and everything that were iconic, and those cars will be on the sales floor and they'll be for sale. You know, when I first started building cars, you build them for people, and restorations, people don't understand. You know, they see these TV shows and they think that these cars are being built in, you know, 30 days.
Yeah, they
you know
make
what
it
I mean,
look
in
like it's fast as hell.
And people don't understand how long these cars really take to build the cars. So in the beginning, those are some of the mistakes and some of the things that you did, living and learning that, you know, you can't deliver a lot of times for these folks quick. You know, guys, shout out to Gangster, Santana Block, and the Compton Majestics. You know, he'll tell you right now, you know, the cars that he built, the last one he built now has been 5 years. You know what I mean? Like 5 years. People don't really understand what really goes into a lot of these cars. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the build for the client out of the element down to about 20%. And we're going to build 80% cars ourselves, and those cars will be for sale. So like you said, you know, we get calls all the time. We get calls from India, Dubai. Hey, you know, what you guys got for sale? You know, I live in Florida. That's the vacation capital of the world. So when them people come there, they want to experience, they want to jump in some shit and ride. You know what I mean? So the reality of it behind us, we're gonna rebuild a lot of classic cars. So we're gonna rebuild Ice Cube's It Was a Good Day. You know what I mean? So we're gonna rebuild that green. It was actually called Family Jewel. So if you're in the culture, you'll know. Shout out to Family Jewel. But that car was built, and you know he utilized that for the video and everything. But we're gonna rebuild that car. We're gonna do Freshly Squeezed. Freshly Squeezed was Big Worm's car. And Friday. Like you said, it's in Japan. That's why I'm talking to you now. A lot of them cars went to Japan. You know, a lot of them cars that from our movies and from our culture, they went to Japan, and they paying, you know, 150s, 250s. And you're talking years ago.
That's before it was up.
Man,
On the old
absolutely.
school cars. I think they raised the price up.
Oh, no, absolutely.
When them Japanese dudes came out here and started paying $250, $150 for them lows and them old schools, that raised the
They
price.
came out here and grabbed Dale Dog's car. When Dale Dog, rest in peace, when Dale Dog was alive, they came and brought Dale Dog's
Bro,
car.
them dudes come out here and spend that bread for them old schools, especially them Lincolns, the motherfucking the Lincolns with the doors, the suicide doors. Oh my Lord, the drop top. Oh my, yeah, they mobbed those out.
Hell yeah, I sent Chris.
But what he talking about? The Impalas. They mainly on the motherfucking Impalas, for real, for real.
58 through 68, like, you know, in Florida, you know, like I see it culturally. I'm not from Florida, obviously, you know that. But I didn't live out there for 20 some years. And the reality in Florida is the lowrider culture exists there large. But the thing about the car culture in general is the donks. That's all they've ever seen out there. You know, you don't really see.
Did an Impala dunk?
We got a couple in there right now. I'm finishing finish up one for my boy Steve up in Tallahassee. Shout out to my boy Steve. He got a 75 and a 68.
You fuck with what them niggas top five? You ever did something for top five?
I-95. Is that who you talking about?
No, top five. They from Florida. They won some shit at Rick Ross shit.
I-95.
What's his name? Ferrari or something?
That's I-95.
I-95. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kenny and them. Kenny was in the lowrider scene back in the day. You know what I mean? And he I-95, and then shout out to them boys over there. And now he's known huge. You know what I mean in the donk game. Me personally, I grew up 58 through 68, and that's what I love. Right. The reality is right now, though, a lot of these cars that you're gonna see from like 65 through 68, 69, they're gonna start to catch over there. Because a lot of these guys are starting to, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be real, Ross and them guys, Ross been buying 59s, he been buying 66s. So the reality is, well, just like anything else, the shit ain't cool until somebody else says the shit's cool. Right. So you know what I mean? Like, you get a lot of guys like, man, I didn't even know about them cars. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about the 66. I didn't know about the 68 because that's all they see over there, them 70s like that. But like I said, my boy Steve, he got one of the cleanest 75s, one of the cleanest dunks, period, in the South, and we're building a 68 rag for him right now, and it's going to kill the game. Like in the culture that he's in, he's already taken home a lot of awards and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean, when they start to see his 68s, you know what I mean, it's one of them things. It makes it cool. It just kind of is what it is. But we got some big plans, between us here where we're going to be able to incorporate some of these cars and whatnot, and try to get a lot of these guys involved back into the, into the car scene with us. So,
yeah, we just got to show them, big dog. We don't want to reveal, give no revelations.
That's what I say. You got to keep shit on.
Give no revelations. Keep it on the low, man. Well, we go about to, it's about to be a lot of nice shit going on. And I guess that's it, man. What y'all fellas got cracking for the 4th?
Man, we got a show out of Lano, the Keep It Lit show on Friday, man. Everybody pull up, and on Saturday, the Coin Academy, we got the Friday Night Phase pool party, mansion party going down. So, yeah, we got a couple events going down. Then at the crib on the 4th, we barbecuing like a motherfucker. Everybody pulling up to the crib. You can pull up, nigga, pull up and grab.
I know you got some good shit.
We doing.
Got no plates over at this house.
I'm out of town.
Yeah, we doing.
That's right. You be out of town. You be in Cincinnati.
I'll be in Ohio. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one of the little recipes. We doing jerk ribs, and I'm gonna end it on that.
Oh man, for sure. I'll be by.
Yeah. Friday Night Phase. Speaking of Friday Night Phase, shout out to Mac and the Coin Academy, man. They threw a lovely event this weekend, man. Whack 100 came in as the management, man. What his name? Loose Cannon. All of them was up here. 600 is big than a motherfucker. That nigga's a tall ass Ivan Drago with some big ass muscles on him. He's bigger in person. That nigga big as shit. And he was punching on a nigga about his size. No, not your size, about 8 size. And he's taller than the motherfucker. He was just punching on our fighter. Now, niggas saying that he, nigga paid our fighter to take a fall. It was clearly outweighed. Like, you had somebody that was damn near 300 pounds against a 180 dude. It was clearly like a mismatch, you know what I mean? David versus Goliath. But the thing with Friday Night Phase, you don't get paid unless you win. Nobody's gonna take a fall, my nigga. Nah, hell no. If you don't win, you don't get paid. So that taking a fall, dude just stood up on business, you know what I mean? Dude, KC, the mayor, he one of the coaches at Friday Night Phase, but he get down. He get in the ring when people ain't got no matchup. So he usually victorious because he got hands, you feel me? But against 600, man, that boy pulverized that dude, man. He punched him one time. That nigga went to the other side of the ring. The ring was short. The ring was small this time. But that motherfucker went balled up and went to the other side of the ring with one punch. And he just flew. I'm like, yeah, he too powerful, man. So it was a real fight. And I think it was a mismatch. I want to see 600 against a real heavyweight.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a mismatch.
It was a super mismatch.
But
yeah, we gonna talk about this off there.
We gonna talk about off there. I'm having
we out of here.
Yeah.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangster